new records board at the Den. Always fun to show off all the accomplishments through the years. Yeah, we'll take that too come January 8th. Perkins has been off since Friday, December 8th. This ball game as they get set to their last game was a 65-62 win over Margaretta. And for SMCC, they beat Margaretta.
Well, Merry Christmas to everybody out there in Sandusky land on the North Coast.
Thanks, Father. Same to you. Tip-off time now between these two ball clubs. Been a great series that has gone really back and forth over the last several years. Panthers winning 8 of the last 10 meetings. Most of them have been very close, including a sweep last season. SMCC won at Perkins by a score of 64-60 and 48-45 here in the Den as the Panthers jump out early with a 2-0 lead. Both teams kind of enjoy that up-tempo kind of ball game. Panthers will change things up as far as defenses are concerned to try and keep things under control, keep the offenses guessing. And for the most part, Perkins will just like to stay in that man-to-man defense almost all night long. Kyle Halleck has had some big games here in the Den. Panthers with the early 2-0 lead right here. Look at Ryan Heath operating out of the left corner against Devin Matthews. Some of the new participants for this year, as you take a look out onto the floor, Taylor Roth, they head into the corner for Brian Earhart. Matt Kessler right in front of us now, wearing number 45 in the Panther home white uniforms. And Drew Windish. Man, he'd been on a tear to start this year. Ryan Heath has the Panthers off to a 4-0 beginning. Another look once again at the look from Drew Windish. Nice move by Heath to get himself free from the jumper, and a 4-0 Panther lead. The cozy confines of the Den. First of 2 meetings between these two ball clubs this year, and they are always a lot of fun, very well played, and very competitive ball games. Pirates still looking for their first field goal of the ball game. Zone defense coming up with a steal, but the Panthers unable to convert, so it's back to Perkins again with Dan Doster at the controls. Penetration move by Halleck, who will take the Pirates to the free throw line and get their first point of the ball game on the board. Four to 2 SMCC, approaching the halfway point of quarter number 1. So hard to figure how these games are going to go, because it was like the Margaretta game the week before that. You think, well, there's going to be a lot of points scored. Starts out that way, and it kind of slows down a little bit. The game takes on various tempos. This one, you'd figure out a lot of points too, but it's stagnated into the 50s. Ryan Heath, the only Panther at this point with any points in the ball game. remains that way as he builds the Panther lead to 3 at 5-2. And a turnover against the Pirates will turn it back to the blue and gold. Brian Earhart taking that baseline move to the basket and scoring for SMCC to up that lead to 7-2. Never want to leave a baseline open. You're taught to attack it, and Earhart does a great job right there of scoring and building the Panther lead to 5. Drew Windish. Yeah, he plays defense like he's an octopus. It just seems like he's got 8 hands on his body. He's just everywhere. This ball retrieved by Josh Lau, and the Pirates on the attack right here, trailing by 5. Justin Caudill with the first field goal of the ball game for Perkins to get them back to within 3 at 7-4. See the clock in the background, around just over 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period, and Taylor Roth knocking down the jump shot to get the Panthers back up again by 5 and a chance to add on to it right here off the Pirate turnover. The way this SBC is shaping up early, you have to get every win you possibly can. Perkins, the odds-on favorite from both coaches and media. They've been hard-pressed to come with victories early in the season against Margaretta and St. Mary's Central Catholic, just telling you that this is going to be a very competitive conference. And you look at what's happening elsewhere with Port Clinton playing awfully well. Caudill putting one in there to make the score 9-6 in favor of SMCC. Just when you start thinking maybe Huron's going to struggle, they come up with a big win over Clyde. So in other words, just another typical year in the SBC. That's what makes this conference so darn much fun. Josh Lau at the line. Josh will knock down 1 out of 2 and get the Pirates back to within 2 points. And that's just the kind of play there you just love to watch when players are getting on the floor and getting after it. Jared Patton coming in off the Pirate bench. A look down low to Roth, who builds the Panther lead back up to 4 again at 11-7. Panthers defending here in their 1-3-1 zone. And that's the advantage. Keep them away from the basket. Make them knock down the long-range jump shots. Panthers looking for the last shot here in the first period. Brian Earhart takes it and knocks it down and builds that lead up to 6 as the first quarter comes to a close. And a good first quarter for the blue and gold as Brian Earhart finishes up in style here. Is doing it himself from the corner spot to the lane. 2 more for St. Mary's Central Catholic. Another look from Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury as we head to the break at the end of 1. St. Mary's Central Catholic 13, Perkins 7. Another 8 minutes of basketball coming up after we take a break. Second quarter action is next on TW Teleproductions Game of the Week. Stay right where you are. We're coming back.
Tonight's replays are brought to you by Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury. Tonight's Hustle Award sponsored by Toughman Equipment and Supply, Route 20 East, Norwalk. Firelands Regional Medical Center sponsors tonight's Player of the Game. The Citizens Banking Company is tonight's sponsor of the Money Shot. And Parshall Rice Center is tonight's Game of the Week, Fan of the Week sponsor. Of course, High Miler has tonight's Play of the Game. And Ehovie Career Center is tonight's sponsor of the Assist of the Game. Coming up later in the telecast, Buckeye Cable System sponsors tonight's pregame. And don't forget Cameo Pizza Fan Cam.
The Schuster family is very proud to be celebrating our 40th year in the Sandusky market, and a big thanks to our community for helping us make that happen. To thank you, we have our $3.99 Magnificent 7, Monday through Friday, which you've got to ask for.
When the game is over, if you have given 100%, you are the winner no matter what the score. Janata and Herner, our reputation is building.
Tonight's sponsors include the United Way of Erie County, funding 24 local partner agencies serving Erie County, the United Way. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken across from the Sandusky Mall. Lee's Famous. Good folks, good chicken. Tonight's telecast sponsored by Salmon Run Restaurant, located, of course, in Sawmill Creek. Salmon Run. Great food. Tonight's telecast sponsored by Barnes Nursery and Garden Center. Route 6 in Huron. Barnes Nursery. We thank you. The UPS Store. Toft Funeral Home and Crematory. Asher Brothers Auto Pride Dealers. Periodical Publishers Service Bureau Incorporated. Coach's Sports Corner, Sandusky Plaza. Cliffs Carryout. Danny Boys. And by the Commons of Providence and Providence Care Center.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by Murray & Murray, experienced trial lawyers, when you need the best on your team. And good luck to all Erie County athletes.
More Game of the Week advertisers. They include Groff Funeral Homes, caring for our community since 1902. Groff. And by Window Incorporated. Steve Window, the gang. Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. 625-1037. Window. Marconi's Restaurant. In Huron, the area's best Italian dining by far. Marconi's Restaurant. And by Steve Miley. General Dentistry, Hull Road, Sandusky. Dr. Steve Miley.
Into the second quarter of basketball we go. Drew Windish with the lob down low, and that puts A.J. Faginato with the free throw line for a couple of opportunities here to start the second quarter. You can just tell by the look on the face, saying, well, that wasn't too swift. Score stays at 13-7. Panthers with that 6-point lead they built after quarter number 1. Good ball movement by the Panthers, and Brian Earhart finishes up down low for an 8-point Panther lead at 15-7. Rebound basket by Devin Matthews. Taking advantage of the second opportunity, and the Pirates are within 6 again at 15-9. Got to keep a hand in Windish's face because he loves to pop the threes, and he has really been on a roll early in the year. Offensive foul right there on Earhart. Windish averaging 18 points per game to start the year. We'll take another look here at the baseline call by the official. Official saying Lau got in there in time to get himself set. Windish shooting 45% early in the year from the three-point line. Justin Caudill Caudill with the reverse. The first time in the ball game, the Pirates put 4 points in a row together. And they are back to within 4 at 15-11 as we take another look for Matthews right here. Under the basket, up to the hole, and 2 for Caudill. A quick little flop by Windish. Panthers back at the attack on the offensive end. In the background, getting his defense pumped up and hopefully try and get another stop. Anytime you see a player after a missed shot come in and commit a foul, and it's just, even if it's a subconscious thing, it's kind of out of frustration of missing the shot. The other end, Devin Matthews makes it a 6-point Pirate run to get them back to within 2 at 15-13. And we'll take another look again right here. I always talk about penetrating, attacking the basket, how many great things can happen as Devin gets them going one way, spins back the other way for the 2 points, and it's 15-13 now. Panther lead down to 2. Again, Perkins attacking the basket. A lot of times when you've got a team that's playing zone against you, you want to step up the attack just a little bit, try and get that ball down the floor before that zone can get set up. Not too many better than Kyle Halleck at attacking the basket either. And all of a sudden you've got Perkins coming back to take a 16-15 advantage. First lead change of the ball game. First time the Pirates have been out in front in the contest after the Panthers scored the first 4 of the ball game. Just like that, we were talking about Windish and his 3-point shooting prowess early in the year, and he sends the Panthers right back up into the lead at 18-16. And there's the pressure defense, almost causing the turnover. Caudill ending up with a shot out of it, and Earhart on the boards. Brian Earhart able to scramble after that loose ball, and Garner in the rebound, and the Panthers go back to work on offense again. Currently holding a 2-point lead at 18-16. Backside rebound by Justin Caudill will tie the game at 18-18. Oh no. Hear the reaction from Pirates, unhappy with the call. Wanted the ball. Panthers retain possession. Patient defense by the Pirates, and eventually a turnover. Basket for Kyle Halleck, plus a free throw to go with it. And all of a sudden you're looking at a Perkins 3-point lead, 21-18. Neither team going to go away in this one, though. They're going to hang with each other and just keep throwing darts back and forth. Matt Kessler. Good post move by the Panther senior to get the blue and gold back to within one again at 21-20. Off a screen from Caudill, lays it on the rim and in. And it is a 23-20 lead for the Pirates. And going the other way again. Kyle Hallock on that penetration move again. Building the lead to 5 at 25-20. We'll take another look once again, and that little hesitation, and then Kyle attacks. He's so quick with that first step or two that it's hard to keep up. Windish knocking one down from the corner. And right back at him again. I'm telling you what, this kid just really can turn a game around in a heartbeat. 3-point basket. You're going to take a look at the whole thing all over again. 3-point basket. Right back at it on defense. Hello. They're looking at a 6-point burst by Windish in the matter of seconds. You can't turn your back on that guy for 1 second, because Drew just has a great sense for the game. And of course, the natural quickness and speed that just goes with it. Kind of kid you have nightmares about after you play against him. You know, you go home and try and go to sleep at night and you see this gold number 1 just flashing in front of your eyes all night long. It's like, God, make this go away. Six straight points at the end of the first half, and you've got a Panther lead of 1 at the break as the teams head off to the locker rooms. St. Mary's Central Catholic 26 and Perkins 25, and we have just gotten started. More great basketball coming out. This is just a great series right here with Windish. And you know, the old adage of coming to the ball, well, you're going to stand there and wait for the ball to come to you. Windish is going to say, forget it. Pick the pocket, off we go. 26-25 Panthers. Halftime is next.
Unfortunately, injuries do happen, and you should consult the most qualified rehabilitation team to treat your painful condition. Rehabilitation centers are not the same. Advanced Health is the only local physical therapy clinic offering doctors of physical therapy on staff. In addition, most of our athletic trainers and physical therapists have specialized training.
Advanced Health. Our strength is quality. Tonight's replays are sponsored by Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury, Perkins Avenue. Hustle Award, presented by Tough Man Equipment and Supply in Norwalk. Firelands Regional Medical Center has tonight's player of the game. And the Citizens Banking Company sponsors the Money Shot, coming up at the end of the telecast. Parshall Rice Center, Fan of the Week. Got a great one for you tonight. Also, High Miler Convenience brings you tonight's play of the game. Ehobie Career Center is tonight's sponsor of the assist of the game. And our pregame was brought to you by the good folks at Buckeye Cable System. And Cameo brings us tonight's Cameo Fan Cam. Billboard Art, a look at some of our local billboards and our sponsors. Barnes Nursery, large trees, they can move them. Barnes Nursery, Route 6 west of Huron on the curve. Gnomes Healthcare with imaging, open MRI, 621-0858. Gnomes Healthcare. Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury has the quick lane just on the side of Matthews. All the tires you need, all major brands. Check them out. Gunlock. Don't gamble with your family's comfort. It's Gunlock. Heating, cooling, and air conditioning. Gunlock. Citizens Banking Company. They have great loans, and they are not ugly. That's at Citizens Banking Company. J.A. Truth Packing Company. Quality people making quality pork products. J.A. Truth Packing Company. Our telecast brought to you by Sandusky Orthopedics and Rheumatology. Doctors Barry, Felter, Wong, Alexa, and Morrow. 1401 Bone Creek Drive. Sandusky Orthopedics and Rheumatology. Tonight's telecast sponsored by O.E. Meyer Company, serving the community since 1918. O.E. Meyer, Tiffin Avenue in Sandusky. Berardi's, taste the homemade touch at Berardi's Family Kitchen, Perkins Avenue, Sandusky. Berardi's.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by your friends here at Casper Toyota Scion. Come see me, Steve Donahue.
Family, friends, and fun for over 70 years.
Cameo Pizza, a family restaurant since 1936.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by Vacationland Realty. Remember Vacationland Realty, a household name. And good luck to all the area teams.
The community at Parkview offers skilled and intermediate nursing care and retirement living in absolutely beautiful surroundings and state-of-the-art facilities. Please visit the community at Parkview and see for yourself. The community at Parkview, 3800 Parkview Boulevard.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by the Kazmaier Insurance Group. Good luck to all area teams.
Thank you, Kaz. Tonight's Game of the Week brought to you by Precision Body and Frame. We do your body better. Venice Road, Sandusky, Precision Body and Frame. You know, the future is key at Key Bank. 3 locations in our area. Key Bank. Our telecast brought to you by these great sponsors. Remax Quality Realty, above the crowd. That is Remax. Dale, Ellen Kaufman, the whole gang. Remax. The J.A. Truth Packing Company. Quality people making quality pork products. J.A. Truth Packing Company. Tonight's replay is brought to you by the good folks at Matthews, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Perkins Avenue. Hustle Award sponsored by Tough Man Equipment and Supply in Norwalk. Player of the game, Firelands Regional Medical Center. Our money shot is brought to you by the Citizens Banking Company. And, of course, the fan of the week, Parshauer Ice Center, Hayes Avenue. High Miler Convenience brings you the play of the game, and it is a good one. You will enjoy it. Assist of the game brought to you by eHobie. Pre-game was sponsored by Buckeye Cable System, and tonight's Cameo Fan Cam brought to you by, of course, Cameo, Monroe Street.
Here we go into the second half of tonight's ball game in the Den. Panthers holding a 1-point lead at the break by a score of 26-25, as Perkins will control first in the second half. Games like this just make you look forward to the rest of the SBC year, and all the showdowns, all the backyard rivalries, the great crowds, the enthusiasm. Shot from the corner by Kyle Halleck to start the second half. And the Pirates jump back out in front, 28-26. And Kessler just has that shot bang off the back of the rim, and the Pirates on the attack once again. Panther seniors looking on, cheering for their ball club to come through with a big win here in the Den. Pirates off to a quick start in the second half with that 3-point basket by Halleck just a short time earlier, resulting in lead change number 4 of the ball game. And Doster getting that basket to roll in, stretch the Pirate lead to 4 at 30-26. get yourself a little bit of a lead. Don't consider it safe. But you got threes raining all over the den from number one. 30-29. Pirate lead cut to 1 on that three-point ball by Drew. Now a chance for the Panthers to grab the lead back. Up and down the floor here, see who can beat who up and down the floor. And with about 4:40 to go in the third quarter, Pirates get that lead back out to 3 once again. And a slashing basket by Dan Doster. Nice job of getting around that potential charge situation. Looked like Taylor Roth was setting his defensive position down low, and Doster just kind of slithered around him to get that ball to fall and make the lead 32-29. Taking the ball strong to the hole, Justin Caudill. And he'll score with about 4:10 left to go in the quarter. Pirates up by 5 at 34-29. Caudill with an opportunity to make it 6. Twice on the rim on that jump shot by Kessler, and it just wouldn't fall. Well, that was an interesting little move. Haven't quite seen that before. Just bounce it off somebody's head. I don't think they've seen that before either, from the look of the fans' reactions in the background. A good study of Brian Earhart. 6-point lead for the Pirates. There's your time remaining in the third quarter. Trading baskets, back and forth. We go up to an 8-point advantage now as Kyle Halleck takes it strong to the basket once again, 37-29. Six points, or 8 points right here is about as big a lead as Perkins would have, so it becomes real important here for the Panthers to answer back. Keep them within radar sight, and that's exactly what Ryan Heath is going to do off the left baseline. 37-31, Panthers back to within 6. Both of these teams are extremely capable of scoring on a moment's notice. You saw that with that quick turnaround by Windish near the end of the first half. We know the offensive weapons that the Pirates have as well, and the defense they like to play that can force turnovers. So really 6 points, 8 points. You don't want to be down by that amount, but if you are, there's certainly no reason for panic because of the rate with which these teams can put points on the board in spurts. there is an example of what we're talking about. He knocking down a three. All of a sudden, it's a three-point ball game again. 37-34. 5 straight points for the Panthers, coming from 8 down. And Scott McVay thinking, man, why can't we make this easy? And a large part of it has to do with kids dressed in blue and gold. Momentum just kind of swings back and forth. Ryan Heath, a couple of free throws right here, and he alone is on a 7-point run right here to get the Panthers back to within 1 at 37-36. Down to a minute to go in quarter number 3 in front of a nearly packed house in the Den. Nice feed from Devin Matthews down low to Caudill. A dandy-looking assist by Matthews, and that breaks the Ryan Heath run. And just good sense of where the defense just came from to help, and it leaves Caudill open for the easy two and the Pirate lead of 39-36. But there's that man again. And all of a sudden, a tie ball game at 39. Time winding down. The Panthers have a possession here where they could actually take the lead back again. And Matt Kessler's going to take care of business right there with lead change number 5 as the Panthers go up 41-39. Not before it's answered right back by a Kyle Halleck 3. Just before the buzzer, the boxing match is on, and we've got 8 more minutes of action to go here in the Den. Just a great way to get this rivalry going once again, with these teams going back and forth at each other. After 3, Pirates 42, Panthers 41. Lots more fun to come. Stay with us for quarter number 4. Up next on TW Teller Productions, Game of the Week.
Did you know over 64 million Americans have one or more types of cardiovascular disease? Did you know cardiac catheterizations have increased 332% in the past 20 years? Did you know coronary artery bypass surgery is one of the most common operations now performed in the U.S.? We know. In fact, we're experts at all things heart-related. Our heart is in the right place, right here in Sandusky. Firelands, we know hearts.
Tonight's Game of the Week brought to you by Old Town. Windows, doors, auto glass, and mirrors. Serving Ohio since 1972. Old Town Windows. Route 250, south of Kalahari. Polis & Associates, 1717 East Perkins Avenue. George Polis, the best architects in the area. Wagner Quarries and Sandusky Quarry in Groton Township, part of Hanson Aggregates, brings you tonight's telecast. And Foster Chevrolet Cadillac, since way back in 1955. It's Foster. The Game of the Week is proudly sponsored by the Shirt Shack, Pell's Lettering, 5003 Milan Road in Sandusky. Pell's Lettering, Spear Brothers Excavating Incorporated since 1975. Been around for a while as well. Spear Brothers. Here's a look at more billboard art. They include Sawmill Creek Resort, hotel, golf shops, on Lake Erie in Huron, beautiful resort. Chet and Matt's Pizza, Strub Road. Just there for lunch the other day. Chet and Matt's Pizza, good folks, and of course, good pizza. The Sandusky Register, your paper, your news. Don't miss a single story. The Sandusky Register. Snow trails in Mansfield, they're closed today, but soon to reopen when winter weather returns. Snow trails, a great place to hang out. And by BGSU Firelands College, home of the 360 degree.
What makes Max and Irma's different than everyone else in town? It's how we prepare our food. We do it all from scratch, and we do it right the first time around. Come on in and check it out for yourself. You'll enjoy it.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by your friends here at Chet and Matt's Pizza. Good luck to all area teams.
Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by Foster Chevrolet Cadillac. Good luck to all the area teams.
Tonight's Game of the Week is being brought to you by Manny's, Sports Tavern and Grill. Good luck to all area teams from your friends here at Manny's.
Hello, Pierre Van Rapenbush. And everyone here at Pierre's Quick Print is proud to be a Game of the Week sponsor. Good luck to all the athletes.
Danny Boy's Italian Eatery wishes all of our area teams good luck this season.
Come celebrate big with pizza, pasta, ribs, and more. Come see us at Danny Boy's.
Up next, it's your Fan of the Week for Parshauer Eye Center in Sandusky. Go ahead, top that one. There's your Fan of the Week for Parshauers.
That was a very good Fan of the Week, Mark. Old Town Windows, Doors, Auto Glass, and Mirrors. Route 250, just south of Kalahari. Polis & Associates Architects, 1717 East Perkins Avenue, 625-0009. Tonight's telecast is brought to you by Wagner Quarries and Sandusky Quarry, part of Hanson Aggregates. Tonight's telecast sponsored by Foster Chevrolet Cadillac. Since 1955, it is Foster, Hayes Avenue. And by Shirt Shack, Pell's Lettering Shirt Shack to be exact, 5003 Milan Road. Beautiful, beautiful business. Great folks there as well. Spear Brothers Excavating since 1975. Dave Spear, everyone out there on Old Railroad Street says.
Well, on a 3-ball just before the third quarter came to an end, Kyle Halleck gives the lead back to the Pirates again at 42-41 as we get this fourth quarter started. From the den at SMCC. Defense has had its moments throughout the night where they just force the offenses into long possessions. And sometimes it results in turnovers. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they're patient enough to get it done, and we trade baskets to start the fourth quarter. And it's a 44-43 Pirate lead. Instances where the Panthers are forced into a patient possession, and eventually the Pirates end up turning it into a turnover. Pull-up jumper right there for Jude Fluting, and the Panthers restake their claim to the lead at 45-44. A chance to put a little distance between themselves and the Pirates right here. Not going to happen this time, though. Sports Radio Sandusky, WLEC, busy with holiday basketball coming up. Greater Buckeye Conference play coming up this Friday night with Sandusky playing at Fremont Ross against the Little Giants in the first of their two big meetings of the year. And much like this game, the rivalry involved there always produces some great games. It'll be in the Purple Pit on Friday night. Panthers with a 1-point lead. There's your time remaining. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Well, if you're going to have one basket all night long, it might as well be a big one, and that's the one that John Schaefer hits right there. Take another look once again. He's got the open area to fire from and bombs away. Bingo, right on the button, and the Pirates jump back up on top, 47-45. Perkins had that one lead of 8 points, but beyond that, this thing has just been nip and tuck the whole way. Hard fought and well played on both sides. Justin Caudill going long range. And the Pirates build that lead now to 50-45. You know, we've talked on the radio a lot this year about players who want the ball when the game's on the line. And well, you love to have those kind of players on your side. And there's one of them right there, Drew Windish, going long distance to get the Panthers right back to within 2. Kind of games are just fun to play, fun to be involved with all the way around. 52-48 as the Pirate lead goes to 4. Every possession now starts to become very critical in the final 3-4 minutes of play. Making it that much more imperative right there. And the nice entry pass to Kessler. Matt finishes it up. And the Panthers are back to within 2 at 52-50. Pirates in no hurry at this point, hanging on to the basketball and a 2-point lead. It's a long time to start freezing the clock away, though. When you're 3 minutes to go in the game, they finally get the foul call, and we'll start all over again. The ball just kind of got stuck on Caudill's hip as he was dribbling along, and it results in a traveling call. And once again, now the Panthers with a huge possession, leading 2 to tie. Scenario now, Panthers looking for the tie right here. Clock becoming a factor. Under 2 minutes to go. Ryan Heath, tough shot. But the Panther Jr. finds the range, and we are tied at 52. Whereas a defense, you just tip your hat to the offense and say, wow, job well done. Defended well, but he's made it work. Funny how you can get a little different view of things when the camera just pans a few bodies to the right. Tie ball game, clock running, minute 10 left. Big part of the ball game right here. Pirates working that clock down. And, you know, this is not an easy thing to do, too, especially when you got Windish out there scatting all over the place. Pirates doing a pretty good job of keep away right here. And finally timeout called. And now they'll set things up for the final shot. Here we go, 28.9 seconds to go and a 52-52 tie. again, remember what we talked about earlier, people who want to have the basketball in this situation. Boy, it's a coach's dream to have kids like that on your team. And then when you have more than one, you can go to a number of kids to make things happen. And know that they want to be the ones that get it done if their turn comes up. Here's Coach McVeigh. Get in there. And it's that man again. It's Danny Doster, who last week did it against Margaretta. He did it a couple of years ago here in the Den. It's the same kind of thing. It went left last time. This time it goes right. Kind of loses the handle, but still got it to fall. Amazing. You can see the Pirate fans in the background absolutely going ballistic. And now it's a 54-52 Perkins lead with 7.2 seconds to go. A free throw to boot. Ball getting poked around, and Matthews coming up with possession, getting fouled, and a chance to wrap it up right here with 3 seconds to go. And Matthews just calmly steps to the line, knocks down two, and says, ball game. And the first of two Donnybrooks between these two teams goes to the black and red. Perkins wins at 56-52 in a very well-played ball game between both these ball clubs. They shall meet again. And right off the top of my head, I want to say January 27th. Yep, just like you drew it up, I know. Cameo basket of the night comes in and bangs down a three. It was huge. Without it on Route 20 East in Norwalk. Yeah, this one was easy, wasn't it? Windish with a three, and then three more. Basket and free throw. Outstanding effort. That's your Hustle Award of the night. For Tough Man Equipment and Supply, Route 20 East in Norwalk, it goes to Drew Windish. Play of the game up next for Heimeiler Convenience. And it comes from Dan Doster. This is getting old, isn't it? He just keeps doing this over and over again. Kind of like a storybook year already for Doster, and we're only 4 games in. That's your Heimeiler Convenience play of the game. And now your player of the game for Firelands Regional Medical Center in Sandusky. Number 5 for the Pirates, Kyle Halleck, ends up with 20 points on the night. A couple of threes to go with it, 4 out of 5 at the line. That's your Firelands Regional Medical Center player of the game. And again, mark the date on your calendar. You won't want to miss it again because these people are putting together some storybook games. And it's going to be a packed house at Perkins when they get together on...
This is the game of the week. Let it roll. Go Pirates. Go Flash.
Rolling down Highway 95. Sailing through hometown countryside. Move on over, stand aside my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Like a cool summer breeze. And my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got me shake, I love to squeeze. Lips that bring me to my knees. Oh, please, let it roll tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to TW Teleproductions Game of the Week as we head out to the Pirate Plank in Perkins High School, and ready for the end of first round play in the SBCs. The Perkins Pirates play host to their closest pursuers, the Port Clinton Redskins. And away we go into an exciting night of high school hoops on Campbell Street. Perkins at 9-0 heading into this game, and 6-0 in the SBC. And Port Clinton right behind him at 5-1 in conference play. They are overall 6-3 on the year. So a lot of anticipation heading into this one. If Perkins would win, of course, they'll open up some space between themselves and the rest of the conference. And the rest of the league becomes a Port Clinton fan on this night, hoping that they're going to bring the Pirates back to the pack again. But wouldn't happen, man. Boy, Perkins is just playing awfully well right now. Following up this one with a huge win at Shelby on Saturday night. A very physical Shelby team, which the Pirates handled that challenge very well as they came away with an 82-69 victory. Huge night for Justin Caudill in that game with 31 points as he answered every challenge that their post people put before him. And he handled it and then some. 31 points worth, and he's had a great night. Folks, it's the Rumble section. What more would you expect?
You know it! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! You know it! Go Pirates!
Guy's my new hero. Ever since our Huron buddy graduated, that's my new hero, the leader of the Rumble section. And maybe you'll see that before the night goes out, as he can get that section going like nobody else. There are the head coaches involved tonight. Troy Deals of Port Clinton on the left and Scott McVeigh of Perkins on the right, acting like they like each other while the camera's on. It's the other part of this league that's so fun. They really do like each other. There's great camaraderie in this league, as they usually do in just about any sport. Look at the Pirates getting their game faces together and pregame warm-ups out of the way. Port Clinton actually has controlled this series pretty authoritatively through the years. They have beaten Perkins in 11 of the last 12 meetings, so the Pirates are going to exercise some demons in this one tonight. Two teams split last year, so before the Perkins win last year, Port Clinton had beaten Perkins in 10 straight meetings.
High school principal Chris Gasteyer and Perkins Athletic Booster Club president
Mike Stroll with the basketball, the AD at Perkins, ready to present the all-time assist award to Dan Doster.
Danny enters tonight's game with 234 career assists. Danny's floor presence, court vision, and leadership is Perkins High School basketball record. Tonight, Danny is being presented a game ball encased for his special accomplishment. Besides basketball, Danny is also a member of the football and baseball teams. And along with excelling in sports, he likewise excels in the classroom, where he holds a 3.90 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society.
Wow, some pretty good credits for Danny Doster, the all-time assist leader now at Perkins High School. And halfway through the year, you got to believe that, you know, the record that he broke, set by Jim Guerrera back in 1989, you got to believe that whatever record Danny has at the end of his career is going to sit for a long,
Tonight's segment sponsors include Matthews Ford, Lincoln Mercury. They bring you tonight's replays. Tough Man has tonight's Hustle Award. Tough Man Equipment and Supply. Firelands Regional Medical Center, of course, tonight's player of the game. Citizens Banking Company is proud to bring you tonight's Money Shot. The Citizens Banking Company Fan of the Week, sponsored tonight by Parshauer Eye Center. Fan of the Week, High Miler, of course, brings you tonight's play of the game.